Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I have a new technique to show you. It is called, well, I'm calling it the reverse thumping technique. And we are going to be using the Amazing Silhouette stamp set from the new mini catalog to do this technique. Let's switch the camera and I'll show you what it's all about. All right, so here's that amazing silhouette stamp set that I'm going to be using. It's from the new mini catalog that just came out. What I love about the stamp set is it gives you the emboss resist technique without having to do any embossing, just ink and stamp. This is the card that's just ink stamped, and it gives you the illusion of the emboss resist technique. The emboss resist technique is when you stamp an image, emboss it, and then you stamp another solid or image over the top. That ink will resist wherever you emboss it. So that's what it looks like you did with this card, and you didn't do that. On this one, I stamped it, and then I took the sponge daubers and added some pinks on the tree and to give it that spring-like appearance. So today I'm going to show you how to do the reverse thumping technique. Now you probably think thumping technique. That's an old technique, and if you would like to see how that is done, email me and I will show you that. But we're going to start with a piece of Very Vanilla. We're going to use the soft suede ink, and we're going to ink up that tree. All right. Then we're going to stamp it. I want to turn this just so I can kind of look. I'm going to probably get my head in the camera shot here for a second while I line that up. There we have that. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to do that reverse thumping technique. I'm going to take a variety of pinks. So I have the dark petal pink. I have the Flirty Flamingo Light. I have the Calypso Coral Light. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, and I'm going to use the point, not the brush tip, but the pointed tip of the blend. And where these leaves are, I'm just going to pounce. Instead of thumping, I am pouncing to create little dots that will look like leaves. So I'm going for a spring card here in Michigan. It is winter and we have the snow. So I am just dreaming of the day for winter to be done and spring to begin. So why not stamp a spring card? Now I want you to stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to show you what else I did with this fun technique. I have some really cool cards to show you. So now I'm coming in with, I think this is the Calypso Coral, doing the same technique, just wherever those leaf branches are, I'm just coming in and dotting. So this is a very quick, you know me, I love my quick and easy. It is a quick and easy technique, but I love the results and I know you will too. Probably hear that train in the background. All right, so now I'll come in with the final pink. Again, you want to use the pointed end, and this is the Flirty Flamingo. And you can see I'm not really looking, I'm just pouncing. I'm just checking to see that I'm in the leaf area of the tree. And I just want to get all those different pinks. Isn't that cool? Probably a little hard for you to see, but once I get the trunk of the tree done, this is the soft suede, this is the light. I'm just going to come in and fill in my tree. get those little branches. And again, I'm using the pointed end. And we'll come in. This probably takes a little bit longer than all the pouncing just to get all those little branches colored in. But that really makes that tree pop. I just see a little spot here that maybe I could use a couple little dots in. But it is just gorgeous. It kind of looks like cherry blossoms or the spring. I'm trying not to get the glare. So pretty. Now we're going to take that and we're going to put it on a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and my die that I used for this die cut is this one right here. It's this solid image one, and that is from the Scallop Contours die. So we're going to attach that. Like I said, you're going to want to stay tuned because I'll show you some very cool things that you can do with this. So then my card base is very vanilla thick, 4 1/4 by 11, and then scored at 5 1/2. I have another piece of that Flirty Flamingo, and then I have a piece of the soft suede that I've run through the cut and emboss machine. I put it inside the Bark 3D embossing folder. So let me get this all assembled. I wanted that bark to coordinate with my tree, right? So I'm going to put this on the front. Like so. I'm going to bring in my liquid glue because whenever I emboss, I like to use the liquid glue with the embossing. It just makes it adhere much easier. It doesn't tear. I can move it if I need to. So I'm going to give that, just hold that down a bit. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back side of my card here. Now I did not add a sentiment to this stamp, this card, just because I can use it for a just because card, a thinking of you card, a birthday card. Whenever I need an occasion, I'll look for those blank cards that I can make to whatever occasion that I need. Isn't that gorgeous? So then I took the vanilla, which is part of the Baker's Twine Essentials pack, and I tied a double bow. I'm going to get some glue dot here. I'm just going to put that at the bottom of the branch, and we'll stick that on there. Take my scissors and we'll trim that up. And then I have those classic matte dots, which are new to the catalog, and they have the very vanilla dots. And I'm going to just put a couple of those on the on the front here. Put it like that. So there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. Beautiful spring card. Now for the inside, if you want, what you can do is ink that up and just stamp that along the edge. You could do the same technique, but remember it is going to bleed through because those are the blends. So you could add another piece of the very vanilla for the inside and stamp your tree, or just leave your tree blank. Don't color it in. It's gorgeous that way as well. So now what you've been waiting for is I'm going to show you. We have spring. All right, so after spring comes summer. Isn't that gorgeous? This time I just dotted with the one color. It is the Granny Apple Green because spring or summertime, the leaves are green. Love that. The sentiment, how did I get my thing little dot here moved on me? Not quite sure where it was. Oh, I know, it was up here. Why it moved, I don't know. I think it doesn't have its glue dot, so let's put one on there. We're going to put that right there. I think it had its glue dot, but it wasn't as sticky as it needed to be. There we go. All right, so we have spring, summer. Now to get the sentiment, what I used was the Mini Messages stamp set, and then it has this die. So you take this big stamp, you ink it up in any color that you like. I tend to use the Stamparatus. I ink it up, stamp it, and then die cut it out. And I'll do it with a bunch of different colors, but this time I have the soft suede, and then I have an empty stamp case that you can purchase in the Stampin' Up catalog. And I have all these sentiments. So like the spring one, if I decide I want a sentiment on it, I can just come in here. Maybe I want just a little hey there. Maybe I'm going to send it to a team member. I mean, I could place that anywhere on there, or it's gorgeous without the sentiment. So the choice is yours. But I love that bundle. It is not sold in a bundle anymore. It used to be, but now it's you buy the stamp set and then you buy the die set. Now there are 2 stamp sets that work with this die. So you know I have them both. I love that when I can just stamp a bunch of images, keep them in a case, and when I need one, I can quick grab it. So we got spring, summer. You know what's coming? Fall. So here is the fall one. Ah, just gorgeous. Now I used the Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, and the Real Red for my dots for those fall gorgeous cards. Now winter, here is winter. Winter, I did not do the reverse thumping technique because I thought once I stamped the outside image on this one and the summer in Night of Navy. But once I colored in my tree trunk and all that, it looked like the snow. So that's how winter went. And then again, the same stamp set. These are all from that Mini Messages. And so pick and choose. But aren't those gorgeous? I love it. The 4 seasons. You could easily buy a frame and put them in the frame. I don't think I would put the sentiment on, but look how gorgeous they would be. I have a hard time getting them all on camera. But you have spring, summer, fall, and winter. At least in Michigan, we have those 4 seasons like that. So that is it for today. If you need any of those supplies, please visit my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com, or under the video, click on Show More, and I have a list of supplies that you can order to create these gorgeous cards. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, follow me, click on that bell in the upper right-hand corner so you always know when I go live. That is it for today. Thanks for stopping by.